Hello, 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 hello. Thumbnail. Okay, so. Oh, Riley, turn that DO double in. They be sitting right at my door. Like, I cannot hear that stuff. I can hear it very much. Can very much so hear that. Look at all my makeup brushes. They trying to show themselves. Riley, turn it down. Hold on. Which one of y'all's at my door with that noise? Which one of y'all at my door with that noise? Oh, that was you, huh? Well, buddy, I'm gonna need you to turn down. Or, buddy, go to your room. Go to. Oh, well, go to your room, Riley. Put in some headphones, anything. Oh, I'm trying to share this on here. Can you let me see something? A hashtag. Come in, everybody, come in. Mind magic. Quantum. First thing is first. Y'all gotta know. Under, inner, over, stand. Why I just got like tired all of a sudden? This is what dreams. Nothing is too big. And then all right. Let me go to my YouTube. Share this live on my. Should have known, cause. Okay. Let me go home. Look. Share to copy link. Go to my community. Then we're gonna. Oh, I haven't posted on my community tab in a minute. So 2 weeks. And And now I gotta share this. Y'all just come in and have a seat. Be patient. Don't be rude. Be patient. I'm trying to get to is that Bill? Hi Bill. Oh, I gotta call Bill. Okay, I gotta do that. But let me go share this on my other Facebook. Share the video. Here it is right here. Boom, boom. There we go. Okay. Got it. So, okay, share and follow. Yes. I got tired. So, what are we talking about today? We're talking about tonight. It was just last night I was thinking about um I was just thinking about some stuff and I was just like, well, if things are not happening on your, as fast as you want them to happen in your life, then you should probably regroup and evaluate some things because there's definitely some tension, and some pull on, what you desire versus what you are, your results, right? So what are you seeing? What's reflecting to you, back to you? Now, I know that people, it's a lot of people, still a lot of babies, including myself, still an infant, still a newborn, very fragile, very fresh. But I know there's a lot of people that don't really, you know, really understand, and I can see it. I see it a lot online. I'm online more than I'm like out, right? For now, anyways. For now, but I'm not online, like that. First thing we have to realize is that most of our 90% of our thoughts that we thought the day before. And if you think, if 90% of your thoughts you thought the day before and the day before that and the day before that, you can see that depending on your thoughts, because some people have, I feel like there's a lot of people that aren't stable out here. I feel like a lot of people have gotten so far off, so far left, that have gotten way too tangled deep. They are trapped and really like deep into this social media, not just social media, but like they're distracted by everything and their intentions are not pure and they're worried about the wrong things, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy this car because it's, if someone needs a car, someone's gonna buy a car, you should buy a car because you need a car, you know not because you're gonna buy this car because of so and so got one, or so and so, you want to show somebody. That would, to me, show that your intentions are not pure. Just wanting something versus wanting to like show out something, that's just two different things. So I feel like people's priorities is really messed up, and that is distraction number one. Speaking of, so I feel like first thing people have to do, well, no, that you need to do, you need to understand that words have power, thoughts have power, because your thought is an electrical charge. Your feelings are magnetic charge. Electrical plus magnetic is what is going to pull this experience to you. And if you have limiting beliefs, like you could want something all day, but like, is it something that you really subconsciously really desire, right? For instance, if someone wants, to be financially well, and then they just keep saying, well, whatever they could say, you could hear them say it, maybe they don't say it, maybe they think it, only they know. If someone who wants to be financially free, but then they always say or think, or they have a belief that oh well, I don't like, oh well, so and so, or we, or certain type, or well, black people, they don't really have money, well, black people, we don't really, we don't get to, we don't, we're not born with money. Black people, are not, um we always struggling. We'll never get there. We don't, those are all limiting beliefs. Oh, black people this, black people that. I'm not even black, but I'm just saying it could be a culture limiting belief, like, oh, money is evil. It could be a race thing. It could be based off of your experience, right? It could be your parents. It could be whoever you're close to. So the second thing people really should think about doing or not doing is holding on to the past, or holding on to, because you're going to attract what you are seeing or what you are feeling, what you're going to attract that. If you feel like, well, we ain't never had nothing, then that's what you're going to attract. The moment you start, so instead of, those are negative thought forms. That's negative. That holds just as much weight as the positive does. It's not just positive you attract to. People attract negative things all the time just by their thoughts. They stay in this repetitive negative cycle, and it's just spiraling, going nowhere fast. And a lot of things add to that. Not just the mind, it's your environment. You got to have the ability to be able to um, be greater than the circumstances around you, to be able to attract this to you, because it's a thought first, and you need to match it with gratitude or love, and you need to act as if it's already here. You have it, right? And if someone's like, someone could be like, well, someone could be sick, and then be like, well, they're in pain every day, right? They're in pain every day. And they're like, oh, well, it's hard for me to think I'm healthy because, like, I constantly have this pain. It's going to be hard for them because they got that tension, that resistance. It's going to be a little bit harder for them. So you got to have the ability to raise above your surroundings, your environment. You have to act as if not, this is why we stay in the same conditions, in the same positions, because of our environment around us, instead of having a thought of, well, what if I was a millionaire? That's just how you start, right? Well, what if I was able to get a brand new car? What if I was able to be healthy? What could I do, when I'm healthy? I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'll be able to do this, and I'll be able to show up for my family. I'll be able to support. I'll be able to surprise. I'll be able to provide. I'll be able to, do whatever it is you desire. Just the thought, what if you were this, right? So you got to change your I can't or I ain't or it won't or we ain't or that ain't or it ain't to what if. Then you start popping open all these possibilities, right? Opening doors that you can't see. What if? What if? Then you get comfortable with the what ifs and then you start just acting as if you already have. So if you see something that you don't have the money for, instead of like, oh, I don't have the money for it, you should probably tweak that a little bit to like, well, now's not the right time, but I'm going to come back. I'll come back and get it. Or, now's not the time, but, put a time on it. Be very specific. I'm going to come back in 3 weeks, right? It's going to excite you. It's going to motivate you. You're going to have to come with that emotion to put behind it because the emotions drive these situations. The emotion is what attracts it to you. And everything has a frequency. Everything is frequency. Thought forms are not, hello? Hey, 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 rain. Everything is, shut the door. Buddy? It's like, another thing, you should be careful with what you go to sleep. People say this all the time, but like this is true. Go to sleep watching. People probably fall asleep on their phones all the time. That's a waste. That's such a waste of like your mind magic. If you're not watching things, because remember, when you're going to sleep and you're waking up, these are two very important times, like small times, doorways to access this subconscious, which is below the surface. This is why you don't know these things consciously. Some people can be aware of these things, but they're below the surface, so you are unaware of these things. And what was I saying? What was I saying? I was saying it'll come to me. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. So let's just pick up where we left off whenever I remember, because that happens to me all the time. I forget what I'm saying. Positive affirmations, yes, that helps. Oh, that's what I was saying. The doorway to the subconscious is just it's like right when you're going to sleep and right when you're waking up. So if you're scrolling online looking at things that are not helping you to manifest your dreams, you're wasting your magic, right? You're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting when you become conscious of every single thing you do, you start to move different. When you become, and it just starts with one thing and then things just start happening. You just become super aware. When you start to become aware of everything that you're doing, you're starting to live in the present moment. When you live in the present moment, all possibilities exist. When you're not living in the past, when you're not living in the future, okay, you're living in the present moment, then all possibilities are there. So when you pay attention to the little things that you do every day, the thoughts that you have, the words that you speak, even if you just smile to somebody, these they help you break repetitive patterns and behaviors, unconscious cycles that you have, and help you become more aware and conscious, and help you stay attached to the present. Okay, in tune with here and now. Yes. So all these things are things you can do just to help you to get to your goals. You ain't supposed to worry about the why. You ain't supposed to worry about the how and what and none of that. You need to focus on you. You need to use all your energy, all your resources. You need to use your mind. Like what they say, work smarter, not harder. Like the Western culture has been since I can remember. Maybe not since I can remember, but like for the last 10 years at least, it's like hustle hard, grind, grind, grind. Like they want to burn you out. They want to burn you out. Hustle, we gotta work for it. You gotta work hard. The man's supposed to work, to the sweat of his brow, which is true. I mean, a man is supposed to provide. But what I'm saying is, this kind of goes with this. I was saying, if you can use your mind, you can get so much more done. If you can go from just using your physical whatever to using your mind, you could get so much more done. You can get things done way faster than if you was just, let's just say hammering nails in the wall physically. Like how many nails could you hammer? But if you had those secret passageways and underground tunnels and certain times, hello, brother, that help you, enhance you, your dreams, all of that help you and enhance you to get to where you're going, right? So it promotes overkill to definitely overkill, definitely promotes overkill. Dead, dead, and dead again, and been dead. So I just wanted to come on here and just say, y'all should be very aware of what you're saying, what you're doing, what you're eating, what you're seeing, okay? And then always be objective, like step out of the situation, because that would be keeping a lot of people stuck too, because they are not objective, because this is all they know, this is all they've done, this is their whole life, this is what they mamas taught them, they mothers taught them, this is what people have been doing this. So the thought, like when someone comes along and it's like, well maybe you shouldn't work for them, maybe you should work for yourself, like that idea is just nuts. Like they cannot even understand that because they've been in this condition for so long. It's not hard to, create a business. You're putting in a whole lot of energy for someone else. You're putting in a whole bunch of time, a whole bunch of energy for somebody else. Okay? You'll never get a stake in that company. You will never these 401ks and all this stuff. You know how many times they flip your money? So you can't. So first of all, they penalize you to hell to get your 401k early. You get penalized like 10 times over, right? To get your 401k out. But by the time you are able to get your 401k, if you didn't get it early, they done invested your money 100 million thousand times in ways and split it and passed it out and split it again just to give it to you. You haven't made nothing off of that. They haven't done. To me, it's like, why would I give you my money? I'll never see it, what it's doing, where it's going. This is why this will be all this fine print, all this and all that people don't even read. But a lot of people don't read it. But to me, 401k, why would I do that? I can invest my own money. I don't need you to flip it. I'm getting nothing from it. I'm getting penalized if I want my money, all kind of things. So no, thank you. You can, like, that doesn't feel good to me. Taxing you, that's for sure, taxing you. So yeah, the companies are, they just, it's just, we need to get back to us and to ours instead of them and theirs. And I know everybody kind of does it to some degree. Like for their families or their loved ones, like they kind of don't do for themselves, and they do for, like, whether if you're married, you always doing it, you doing whatever for your husband, vice versa, or your kids, or whoever. Constantly, it's just always somebody else. But yeah, so I'm just saying, put that energy back into you and find value in, because it's here, and make the best of it. So, someone tried to say that it was stupid because I said, what did I say? I said, oh no, that I was such an idiot because I said to invest your money into you, into some land. They said that was stupid. That was such an idiot because of the interest. And it's like, if you're not going to invest it, then should you be saving it? I mean, like, when is it going to be the time? We're constantly up and down and up and down, and if one price is low and then this price is high, if the houses come down, now the interest is up. It's just like, it's just never gonna, it's never gonna be the time. And it's, if you got high interest, if you buying something with high interest, and you got the money now and you got the time now, why would you not go for it? Because there's high interest. Because guess what? You can refinance and do whatever you want to do to get a better loan interest rate. That's what everybody do. A lot of people do. Oh, we just want it now, and we'll worry about the interest later. Or you make overpayments to where you got more going to your principal instead of your interest. It's just different things you could do. I mean, it's not stupid for me to tell you, stop buying Jordans, and stop buying Nike, and stop buying Gucci, and stop buying what else? Everything else. Stop buying chips and candy and donuts. It's like, it's not stupid. These are not stupid decisions. These are basic human. Everybody should have land, everybody should have shelter, and everybody should have clean food, clean air, and clean water. These are basic things. I'm not saying, oh, take your money and put it to here, and there. Like, no, this is just basic needs. That's all I'm saying. Save it, put it back into your household for the next year. Don't spend it. Like, because if someone doesn't have much to work with, them $20 you spending every day at Starbucks, that count. If someone doesn't have much, the 50, let me see how much money we spend on gas in a week. Hey, I think $100 in gas every week. The average person makes a reasonable salary. Invest in self, invest in health. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Why wouldn't you? You got to be healthy to be able to even have the mind and the clarity to be able to put your dreams into fruition. You have to. So there's nothing wrong with that. Investing in your health, trying something different. I've been trying all kind of things. I've been trying and thinking and doing and listening. Man, it's people. Oh, I need to put the Riley, big man. Will you put that stuff in the dryer? Put it in the wash. Put it in from the washer to the dryer. Oh, Riley, will you put the stuff in the washer in the dryer? Thank you. Your spirit is broken. Yes. And people's spirits are definitely broken. I could tell. I can tell by the way that they talk, how they speak. Spirit just, I don't know. Hey, Mom, what'd you say? I said, can you put that stuff in the washer in the dryer. I think your daddy got a coat in there or something. Just hang it on the door. We can create our own reality. It's true. You can do that. The reason why people are not doing it is because they are so distracted, and because people are searching for every answer out there instead of putting all that energy back into self, attention to self. Because where you put your attention is where you put. Let me shut this door. I'm gonna let you. I shut the door for you. Because where you place your attention is where you place your energy, and where you place your energy, it grows. It's that simple. And if you look back at your life, and you can probably see, like, if you're aware, if you're trying to see and trying to correct the patterns, you can probably look and see where your attention been going and what kind of results you've been having. You can probably see that. You put your thought with the feeling. Yes, yes. Living by society's standards. Yes, we don't want to do that. We just want to do do what you want to do. For sure. This year, we should. I hope y'all start taking care of yourself. I hope y'all start really paying attention and taking care of yourself. It's very important. It's very important. Did y'all share the video? Share the live, please. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Thank you for sharing. I see somebody shared because I can see it on here. Carrie, she shared. Thank you much. People are waking up slowly, but next week could be too late. It's no telling. It's so much stuff that goes on right in front of your face that you can't see. It's crazy. It's unbelievable what they are really out here doing. That's why I was like looking at the um for the Super Bowl, they always have, stars and this, they want you to believe that they're the stars and you're not, and want you to want to be like them. But they don't have the spirit. They cannot attain that like you can. They are, how would I say that? They are trapped. They are stunted. They are very much, I don't, there's a word I'm trying to think of, but I can't, it's not coming to me. They are not the stars. We are the star. We are the organic human that they wish they could be. Because you talk to a lot of them, or you hear the stories, I should say, they're like, oh, they got this, they got that, they got this, they got that. They're not happy. They done sold themselves to whoever, whatever, sold their soul, right, in a sense. So you cannot be caught up on who has what and who's doing what, and just want to be online all the time, just like looking at people. Don't post the real people. They don't post the real. They don't talk about the real. Half the real stuff in occult knowledge that people talk about, it gets deleted. That's why if I see something I like, I hurry up and save it to my phone, because I notice that I'll be looking at something and I'll be like, where did it go? It be gone. So I be saving stuff to my phone. I was like, that's not happening no more. Especially if I really, really, want it. If it got something to do with like food or health or something, I'll definitely like try to save it to my phone. Um, so yeah, it's not. It's so much going on in front of us, and we got to be careful what we let ourselves see, because every time you're up late at night and you see one of them commercials, and it'd be like one of those like it'd be, but I don't know, because I don't know how it is on the cable TV, because we haven't had cable TV in like 5 years by this point. We just have all Fire Sticks on every TV, and smart TVs. So like, but I noticed that it'd be playing like those commercials. Like, I feel like those medical commercials where they be advertising prescriptions, and then they'll be like it was like a psoriasis commercial, and it was talking about the medication and stuff, and it was like showing this guy's like back just like inflamed, like it seems like they kind of inflated on the commercial, right? And then they're telling you like, oh, if you had this and that, then you have this, or like so many percent of people have it because you had this or something. It's been a while, right? But this is just one that kind of caught me when I heard it. Um, so the commercial, it's like it's like a program, right? And what is people doing when they're asleep at night, and they leave their TVs on and they're sleeping, and they might be in and out of these different wavelengths, and you hear these commercials like that one. You might not see it, but you can hear it, and it's basically telling you that, yeah, you got it because you've had this, and you're not even knowing because you're asleep. So it's why sometimes when you sleep, you can hear the TV, or you can hear people around you, and it could be playing out in your dream. All these kind of things are, you can't even have the TV on when you sleep, because it's gonna be some you do not want in there. You don't want that kind of stuff in your mind, in your body, right? Because things are stored in the body. That's why people get certain sicknesses in certain areas, because trauma is stored in the body. Yes, there is. Because before we had any freaking pharmaceuticals, we've had the plant. People was doing just fine then. I don't People were doing just fine then. Then they had to introduce all the other stuff into the foods and stuff. You get a pop, it be everything but a grape in there. You get some chips, everything but a chili in there. Like everything but a potato. I ain't had no hot chips in a minute. But everything but. But then they advertise it to you like you're getting a fresh whatever. It could be potato. Like, no, that's not a potato. Very much not. And then you get sick, and then they got the law where, if you're an obese person and you get sick, or any kind of person, you don't have to be obese, but they got it in the handbooks to where if you are sick, you cannot sue none of these companies, because that was your choice to go to this McDonald's, or to eat these chips, or to get these hot dogs, or whatever. That was your choice that you made. So you can't sue them. Even though they have one or two on every corner, or four on a corner, because it'd be like a corner, and it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. You always got McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, boom, boom. Then you always got what's the next ones? Whataburger and Wendy's, Popeyes and KFC, like boom boom. What is it? Long John Silver's and A&W. Boom boom. Like is Walgreens and CVS. Boom boom. Walmart and Target. Y'all notice how is it Walgreens that has the Rite Aid that has the they like I got in the kitchen that bowl, what is it called, paddle, ooh, what is it called, the mortal and pastel, where you like crush up herbs and stuff in it. I have one in the kitchen. Their logo is that. This is like really fuckery because how psychology works. How you can get a prescription and go fill it at the store. Meanwhile, and we call it drugs, right? It doesn't matter if it's a narcotic or not. Well, they call it drugs, but like we call it prescriptions, but they call it drugs. But you can go to um have a what? You can have, a family member like, like totally against like the street drugs. Like, oh no, you better not have that in my house, blah blah blah, got all these things to say about it, then turn around and be like, will you go pick up my prescription from the pharmacy? So it's like, one drug is okay and the other drug is not. Like they got it like this is the good drug and this is the bad drug. Because this is what we see what they want us to see. Our perception is what they show us. What we seeing on the TVs, magazines, newspapers, radios, all of that. This is the perception they want us to have of this. But they pull like they pull thousands of medications off the shelves every year from killing people. Every year they're pulling medications because it's making people sick and it's hurting people. It's not helping them. It's crazy. It's crazy. The level of like the level of what would it be called? Like not run through, but don't how much they don't like vet these prescriptions. Just like they did when they put out that Vax. When they put out that Vax, they just did this mass push of Vax. They said, "Oh, we want the black people should go first." Huh? Why the black people gotta go first? You go first. They pushed it out. That was what's his wife's name? Miss Gates says she thinks the black people should go first on this vaccine. I'm like, yeah, that's suspect. Why? We know what y'all think of us. Why they? What? Um, yeah. I think Walgreens has it too though. I think Walgreens has it too. Got it up there like, like a witch in her brew with her thing. It's like, what? So y'all really out here got it like, oh, witches are bad and this and that. Meanwhile, you got a whole um cause I think it's like, where's the CVS? Cause it's like wall. I've seen it because I've seen it here, so for sure. Rite Aid has it, yes. So another one has it. Mhm. 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 A 10. Well, normally, but boop, boop, bow. So let me get this number real quick. Anyway, so yes, I don't know. We definitely gotta tighten up. There ain't no doubt about that. Got to tighten up. I say folks should evaluate um just evaluate their priorities, evaluate their life, reposition things, be careful, be aware. Like, should you really, I mean, should you really be putting all your time and effort to a job, to a place that will replace you like that? Man, I was trying to tell my brother because he told me because he be in and out of Tulsa, right, with his job. And so he was telling me that he was doing his job, unloading his truck, and this two dudes asked him if he had some money. He was like, "No, I ain't got no, I don't carry cash." And so when he was carrying, because he delivers to these different stores, so he was carrying in or whatever, bringing in something to the store. And when he came back out, he saw because when you're going in and out, like the truck is open, right? You coming in and out to the truck, the semi, right? And so they was walking off with a tote. And he goes up to them. This was after he had already had an incident and had his gun stolen, right? In Tulsa again. And he said that the two dudes were walking off with this tote, and they was both like carrying it, one on each side. And so he saw it, and he goes up to him. He's like, I'm gonna need that back. And the dude was, and so he put his hand on the tote and started grabbing the tote. And the guy was like, running his mouth, and the dude was like, shoot this nigga, shoot this nigga. And I was like, and you just still like didn't drop it? And so my brother said, no, I didn't drop it. He said, I look at it like, this is somebody need this. And I said, if something would have happened to you and you in Tulsa, if something would have happened, whatever you had in that, trust me, this company would not have went back to whoever ordered it and been like, on delivery, the driver was like delivering your load. The driver who was delivering your load was unloading, and then someone tried to steal it, and he, got shot, trying to protect the load. They ain't gonna do none of that. They're not gonna put no respect on your name. They're not gonna say none of that. They're not even gonna. They just, I was just like, you do. I was like, it was like a double-edged sword for me, because I was like, you didn't just let them walk off with that. Like, I'd have been like, yeah, you can have that. Like, don't care. Like, it's not that serious. Whoever it is can wait another day, right? You like, he said, that's not what came to my mind. What came to my mind is, this is somebody's stuff. And I was just like, okay, well, okay. Now he got Tupac tatted on my brother got Tupac tatted and like West Side on his back, and like, he has some tattoos. So, but I don't know. I guess he's has no fear. Like he said that the dude was like, shoot this nigga, and he pulled out the gun, and then my brother was like, if you're gonna point that gun at me, no, don't point that gun if you're not gonna use it. And he said they dropped the tote and they ran away. I was like, I mean, I'm glad it didn't go no other way, but I'm telling you right now, I would not have done that. I would have been like, I wouldn't have said shit. I would have just been like, I would have came out and I'd have seen them walking off with it, and I'd have just act like I ain't seen nothing. Like, you can have it. You can have it. It's not that, I was just thinking like, you did, no, because they foolish up there and down there in Tulsa. So I was like, he did all of that for that, and it's like these companies have no loyalty to you. And so, yeah, that was like, and he didn't report it or anything, but I was just like, wow. I was like, looky there. But I've seen different things, and he did different things, not just, I've seen him do different things where he didn't show no fear. And I guess maybe just because he's a man, and me, I'm just like a lady, and I just like, I would have never done that. But he's like not thinking the way I'm thinking. So yeah. Yeah, they shouldn't drive alone, but I guess like you have to. I don't know. But yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, they do. That's what I be like hoping, like, certain people do not, you know, because people be out here online and stuff being mean. People be out here being mean, disgusting, like treacherous and all that. And do somebody like me like wrong, and just like, but like, people don't know who you know. That's one thing. People don't know who you know. And people better be careful. People should be they should tread lightly. Because meanwhile, you might think, this is, and you're walking to a whole ambush. He wouldn't have tried it if he thought it was real danger. I don't know about that, cause I know my brother. So going to juice up. Oh, good night. Good night. Sewing. Oh, my feet are cold. What's the temperature going to be on Friday? I need to see. I need to eat something too. Anyways, I think I'm gonna get off here. I just was like, oh, we should just talk about. What the heck? Talk about that. Talk about your mind. Talk about, the importance of paying attention to you, paying attention to being aware of what you hear, what you say, what you do, what you think, even your thoughts. Your thoughts are like a signal. Your heart is like a magnet. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get off here. I need to make a call, and who knows, I could be back. I might not be back. But share the video, like, subscribe, and follow. And remember, hold on, I just had it and I forgot it. Remember, you are a multi-dimensional being having a human experience, and you can create any reality you want. Believe that.